What's up guys, welcome back to another Scratch tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to do this. This is a very cool 3D effect that I was kind of experimenting on. You can switch the costume here. I think it looks pretty nice. It basically just clones the sprite, and each clone spins while moving, this way. But how do you get this wave thing? That's what I'll be teaching you today. Let's go to my projects, and we're going to create a new project. But I have already created a project, so I'm just going to go there, and I'm going to call this, let's say, DNA Waves. Great. First, we're going to say, when clicked, forever. Set Y to sign. So you go here, you have this ABS block, drag it out, click on it, switch it to sign. Sign of, let's make a new variable. Well, actually we don't, because we have a built-in function here. It's called timer. Sign of timer. And you see the timer, what it does here is that it is like a Scratch built-in timer. It is changing it, every second. It's very accurate, which is good because we need an increasing value. We're going to say sign of timer times, let's say, 20. So if you try it now, our sprite is moving very slowly. It's 1, it was 0, now it's 2, now it's 3. Now why is that? Well, it's because timer is increasing very slowly. You see, it increases by 1 every second. So, obviously it's not very efficient. So what we can do is that we're going to multiply timer by 10. So what it's going to do is that it's going to increase this variable by 10. Well, it's going to calculate it as 10. So if you click it now, it is much faster. Drag it in now, and you see that sprite is moving a little bit faster, but not fast enough. That's why we're going to say 300. You see now, if you look at that, this sprite can move very smoothly. It kind of glides, right? I think it's pretty useful. And this will be the basis of our wave. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to say, create a clone of myself here in this forever loop. And when I start as a clone, I'm going to repeat until touching edge. So when it's going to touch here, we're going to change our X by 10, and we're going to delete the clone after it touches the edge. So you see now, you already have this pretty cool function. You already have this pretty cool wave here. If you want to increase this wave's fluctuation, you can just type in a larger number. Let's say 50. Whoa, yeah, groovy. Now you can already see that it looks really good. But if we add in a turn block, let's say turn 15 degrees. Oh, that didn't really work out. Let's say 4. Now, you see, now it's actually having an angle, which makes it look even cooler. I'm sorry about the worrying, it's my computer. So if we make our sprite, let's say, set it to 100, well, sorry, negative 200, it won't work because it's touching the edge. But if we say, let's say, negative 175, negative 175, there we go. Now, you see, we already have this basis for our wave. What we're going to do now is that we're going to create a clone of this, duplicate the sprite, we're going to call it sprite 2, and here, we're going to type in negative 50. So you see now, we got 2 of them. By the way, let me just set this to negative 175. Great. Well, you see, one problem is that the cats are pretty big now. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make them smaller. Let's say set size to 50. Man, I'm pretty sure you can hear my computer whirring really fast now. Sorry about that. 50. And now, it looks pretty awesome. But obviously it can be improved. And you can also add in more costumes here. Let's say, choose a costume. Choose a random one. Let's say, I don't know, banana. Oh, Anina, whatever this guy is. See, now, it actually has a pretty cool effect. And if we drag it in here, both of them become this person. And you can experiment with it, because with different people, it looks cooler. I'm just playing around with it right now. Let's say 10. Boom. Well, it's pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial here. I'm still working on my platformer series. I'm just working on our costume rendering and controlled jumping. Anyway, that's pretty much for this tutorial. I hope you like it. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Scratch tutorials.